like, okay, it's ready for tournament. And, you know, that's what we're seeing here. Waz going with a little bit of Jade, a little bit more zoning style. I see, you know, I don't know if we're supposed to talk about this, but they're kind of, it looks like they're just, I mean, am I right? I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, it happens, you know, it's something that especially when we're playing online so consistently. Every once in a while, there are a few little issues, but of course, the best thing is just to look at it as there are so many good opportunities. At least one, you know, one unfortunate timing might not be the worst thing in the world. And of course, these players look like they've, you know, it looks like things have solidified a little bit, and the pressure's begun. We're seeing the Delu's dance out of Waz, which is a move that kind of has been gone back and forth. We've seen some players choose it every single time and have said that it's like one of the best moves that Jade got in Ultimate. But on the other side, we've seen some switches to like more zoning-based variations or different pressure variations. But right now, I was about to say it's working out, but it definitely didn't at the end of that round.
No, it definitely didn't. Jacqui found that hit, able to extend it. Again, Jacqui, when she's got meter, can hit like a truck. That was definitely not a safe thing to do right in front of your opponent, but that's okay. Jade finds the throw afterwards, making sure that Jacqui is definitely holding onto that block button. Checking with those right after those plus frames after Jacqui's super negative. Now we're gonna have the tables turned a little bit here on Waz. Waz trying to block for his life, finding himself in a world of hurt, ducking right under that throw, but not really able to capitalize. Again, very specific stuff to Jacqui's specific animation on the throw recovery.
Yeah, she does not lean forward at all. She's very smart. You know, she's got the fighting game mindset. She's like, I'm not going to commit to this throw. I'm going to grab you from back here. But big damage, just needs one more hit. I'm surprised we haven't seen a single glow come out. It can prevent some of this damage. But here we go, grab. Is that enough? No, not quite. I didn't see the damage at the start. Oh, but stands on the damage over time. And that is going to be it. Jade not working out quite so well. And you know, I was talking about it earlier, might just be something where Waz wants to see if Jade is the pick in this matchup or wants to see if the correct variation in this matchup. We could see a switch, or we could just see him commit.
I think it's very important to have that move in this specific matchup.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that was actually a great way to start it off. Gonna get the full crushing blow, and an attempted down two is going to be punished. That is not a great way for Waz, I'll say, to start off this round. And one of the biggest issues in this matchup is just the damage, right? Like when you are using Delu's dance, it does add up over time when you're doing those little bits of damage. But compared to Jacqui, who's one of the, I would say, the highest practical damage characters in the game, especially the fact that she can leave you in situations where you just can't break so often, or do stuff like this, throw you with the damage over time on the ground. There's way too much damage. It's hard to even up the life lead if you're losing it as Jade.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that. That's going to be kind of like a uphill battle, you know, where you have to, you know, get the opening, so many more openings versus a character like Jacqui, who just needs to open you up 2, 3, 4 times tops, you know, depending on whether she has meter in those situations. That's a nice neutral jump kick here from Waz.
Yeah, made the read on the breakaway. Very, very good call. If there's any good way to get a bunch of damage with Jade, it is going to be, of course, using her crushing blows. Not always super practical, but you can make them work. And, you know, we talked about how it's pretty hard to punish, an attempted grab from Jacqui, like we just saw there. But if any down two in the game can do it, I would have to guess that it would be Jade.
That's a very unfortunate placing there from Waz. Just a little too high, got over Jacqui, and that was pretty much the green light for Bijiga to just go in, just basically hit confirm at that point, because that is a clear as day punish, and that is clearly not going to work. Again, you're a little bit desperate there. You know, you're trying to close the gap, you're trying to get something going. But, you know, even if that nitro kick hits, what next? You know, Jacqui's gonna be far away. She's got the damage over time that she can just shoot down below her. And, you know, in this,
instead of pole vault, I believe he had pole vault in the previous one. Maybe he didn't. Maybe I just misremember, because I don't remember him using it. I don't remember him using the low projectile either. Regardless, pretty big commitment to stick with Jade this far in.
Yeah, I guess if he did just equip the far low projectile, it might have been just, again, to be in a situation where you don't have to feel like you have to commit and go in all the time. And, you know, if you want to try to do something at mid to full screen, I feel like Waz was finding himself in a spot where he was getting really desperate for those nitro kicks. Nice down two to stop Jacqui from advancing forward, able to convert off of that interactable, no problem at all. Waz showing and displaying this impeccable execution here, but here comes Jacqui back to a nice far-reaching mid. And gonna catch Waz holding on to that block button, forward throw, still gonna hold on to the corner positioning here, going to the other side, and again, just like that, turning the tables back against Waz, and look at this comeback shot.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if a character can do it, Jacqui's one of the best, but great down two. Yeah, that was a blast, was a little bit too high, saw that meter was starting to get low, and knew that he could get the down two. That was really close to a comeback, though. It shows you how scary this matchup can be, just comparing their damage. But I mean, the fact that Waz did manage to take that round and was pretty stronger at the start of it is a good sign if he wants to make this, I would say, like, game comeback, because, you know, he's down quite a bit. He needs to win a lot in a row. It's not going to be easy.
Oh, trying to connect that nitro kick, but it doesn't quite hit full screen there. I mean, it's quick, but, you know, it's no Jacqui dash punch. Super jumping out of there. Super jumping out of there, nice conversion. Look at this damage here.
Yeah, and that it's you can already see that Waz feels like this round might be a throwaway. Decided not to use any ball right there. Could have broken away a little bit early, but just knew that he was already at such a life deficit. And now Bijiga is at match point, set point here to potentially move into the winners finals.
And you got to watch out, though. These guys do have a lot of resources. Not too many crushing blows have been used, and the same goes with that, you know, devastating fatal blow. Hold on, we're going to convert some good damage, 2 offensive bars, and Waz decides to break away there at the end, hoping to get on the offense here. Very great patience here from Bijiga, knowing that eventually that Delia's dance is going to be coming out. Good punish here from Waz. Oh no, you're going to be whipping for days. I thought we were going to see a dash punch touching blow.
Yeah, that was definitely the intention there. Great conversion here, going right into the fatal blow. That is going to be a lot of damage, and of course Jacqui does have 950 HP, a little bit less, but I don't think it's quite going to be enough. Going to need one more hit. Anything. Can he thread the needle? Because Jacqui only needs one more hit to close out 2, and a risky read with the dash punch. Heard you talking about how fast it was. Is the hardest to avoid chip from. I mean, the threat was there to maybe be able to jump over them, but you just stay in the air so long as Jade did. I understand the attempt to dash punch. It was a good attempt, but you had to try something that was going to look dumb there no matter what. The only time it was going to look super smart was if it hit, and there was a pretty low chance. So, you know, sometimes it's just what you got to do. But there we go. Speaking of the air razor ring, that is a big punish on it. Going to leave it unbreakable until this point, and I think Waz knows that if you break it near the end of that, you're only saving yourself about maybe 15%, and you're just losing a ton of defensive bar. But the health melts away, and the fact that you can't do much about it is so scary. And look at this life lead. How do you make the comeback from this?
Especially when you're a low, you know, damage output character like Jade, I think that's going to be a really, really tall order. But if anyone can do it, the best in Australia. Never mind, he's dead. Forward throw. You got to admire, again, Bijiga's decision to kind of go for the throw mix there, just in case Waz was on point and decided to tech. The way that he was obviously going to throw him was towards the corner, but instead decided to throw him out. Throw mix is very, very powerful at a high level.
Oh, baits the down two. That was a really great bait, just a little bit slow on actually getting the punish. However, does get the grab afterwards, and yeah, this life lead is looking good of over 50%. It's getting more and more just based on the damage over time. But all right, Waz needs to take advantage of this, not let Bijiga out of the corner. This is a great start.
Oh, he was trying to check him there, thinking that maybe he was going to neutral duck, you know, looking for a throw. But, you know, Waz continuing the pressure here. Nice cancel to Delia's dance. Just, again, trying to keep your opponent guessing whether you're going to cancel or not, whether you're going to, you know, repeat the rep or go for some kind of stagger. Tries to hit the air-to-air. That's a very unique, like, animation there for Jade. Like, I feel like I've never seen Jade jump with that button. But it was very specific to the air-to-air.
Yeah, the jump too, it is a really good air-to-air technically. It's just, she very rarely needs to actually use that, but while I'm talking about the weird button out of the air, it's over as quickly as it started, and You know, we were talking about the fact that Waz has shown that he can bleed before, and this is not going to be an exception this month. However, you know, I think he gained a lot of information on the fact that that Jade pick was not working out exactly like he wanted to. So he's going to have a chance to make it back from...
That's on top of all these other things, but now we get to do it the comfort of our home. You get to know them, you get to interact with them. I mean, we live in such a great, you know, era of fighting games now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess before we start this match, I just want to say that, like, you know, all jokes aside, I love the fact that we do get a chance to showcase these regions that don't get nearly as much exposure. But, I mean, this is a good example here. Like, Lion is a player that I'm not familiar with. Gilbagz, a little bit more well-known in the region. And by that I mean I would have to say a lot more well-known. But I'm always excited for Nightwolf. I personally think that Nightwolf has always been one of the coolest characters in MK. I recently rewatched MK9 story mode. Oh my gosh, that's over. Right as before I can finish talking about my weird random tangent. But yeah, I watched the MK9 story mode and Nightwolf was so badass. Unbelievably. I will deal with this, Solar-Plexis. And then he goes and he just kicks noob into the Solar-Plexis, too godlike, but we're seeing the godlikeness right here in this game.
And Nightwolf sacrificed himself for the greater good. So we will always be appreciative of Nightwolf and what he can do. Unfortunately, Nightwolf does not have a low starting combo string, which a lot of people feel like, you know, is a big, you know, you look at a character like Sub-Zero who can start a combo string, a big combo from an overhead or a low. It's very important to have, you know, that ability to open up a highly defensive player. But, you know, Nightwolf's got some amazing buttons, man. And look at this. Look at the scaling on this Fatal Blow. I don't think it's going to kill, but it's going to do a lot of damage here. We're still going to strike here from the lightning at the end. It's going to explode, and Sub-Zero is on life support, but he can't. Oh, what a call out. What a call out. He said, come on, Slide. I know you're going to do it. Not only did he... That was a really fast match. And, you know, we're seeing it continuing here. Going to stay on, you know, the Sub-Zero pick. And Gilbagz looking a little bit better here, trying to get some damage on the board. Nice checking here with the down one, getting that frame advantage to his side, and just kind of cleanly taking that throw.
Yeah, and one tool that we haven't seen so far is the Reflect, which would be really interesting to see. I don't know exactly what its interaction is against the Air Axe. Unfortunately, we just see so few Nightwolves, but here we go. Big combo, full combo in the corner. And look at that, 310 into a nice knockdown. Guess he's wrong on wake up though. Or on his opponent's wake up is what I should say.
Yeah, definitely don't want to guess wrong on either wake ups, whether they're your wake ups or somebody else's wake ups. You just don't want to be in that situation.
Yeah.
Oh man, a lot of poking here. Low pokes from both sides. Sub-Zero's got a really far-reaching one, and he bets it all on the overhead. Not only did he commit fully, going right into the Fatal Blow, which I feel like he didn't have to. If he did have the meter, probably could have gone into a regular Ice Freeze. But again, that just kind of tells you the intensity of the situation. Like you're not thinking about that, and you're just like I'm praying, I'm betting it all on this overhead. It's gotta hit, it has to hit, and it did. It hit no problem here.
Yeah, I agree. There's even the potential that maybe just like an amp creeping ice could have been enough, but yeah, like there were plenty of ways to combo off that, but felt more comfortable, and that's what's most important. And as you can see, it's kind of carrying over into this next round, as we haven't seen Lion really get an opportunity to get anything started. This pressure is looking so much stronger than previous, but here we go. The damage is going to start. No breakaway again. It's interesting that we're just not seeing very many breakaways when the damage is so high. If you don't, breakdown 2, didn't get the KB. Oh, pushing blow.
That happened so fast. That happened so fast. I mean, I don't even, like, he broke away immediately, and just like that, he countered it with the armor breaking hand grab. Oh, and he hits the overhead again, winning them both rounds thanks to that overhead. Nothing but love.
All love. That's what we're about here, you know, on the Mortal Kombat show, is just love. Love for all people. Love for all ways to murder your opponents.
That's why friendships are in the game, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, down one check here from Sub-Zero. Now, although it is I think it's a pretty good poke. You know, a lot of people have complaints about how it wins, but it's 6 frames, man. It comes out fast. A good way to just kind of check your opponent over and over again. back and forth, the poke war between these guys. What a jump in, man. I mean, can you really downplay that jump in from Sub-Zero? It just kind of sucks you into a horrible situation as soon as he makes that contact. Good flawless block, but he was a little hesitant and didn't want to take his turn, didn't want to take his opportunity here. And again, just like I pointed out before, you either commit to blocking or movement in that scenario. You know, it wasn't any kind of mix-up, it wasn't any kind of overhead. It was just Sub-Zero trying to backdash out of a bad situation and getting clipped.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that is just another round down. All it takes is one moment of hesitation, and you're taking so much damage from this Nightwolf variation in particular. But he's back in the momentum lead, I would say, doing a lot of damage. Okay, interesting overhead into straight arrow. Not usually an option that we see. Usually pretty good, but here we go. Gonna keep it I was gonna say mostly unbreakable, but there's just no defensive bar. So he is, of course, gonna spend all of the meter. Great conversion off that slide right there. That is not an easy combo to do. Plus then using the Rising Ice combo like we're seeing right now. This damage is adding up quite a bit.
Yeah, man, attention to detail, very, very important thing in this game. Huge crushing blow, gonna take 30% of your health. And look at that hit confirm, no problem here. Coming out of Nightwolf, Lion was looking impeccable here in this round. Just look at that comeback. He was in the corner at the start of this round, completely immobile, but able to down three his way into a great situation. Big jump and kick from Sub-Zero, very hard to contest, and again, that overhead, making the connection here, doing a lot of work, but both these players are down to the wire here. Fatal blow open up for Lion.
Oh, he's hitting him so many times, so many little hits into chip position here, and yeah, not going to be able to live through that amount of chip. Only had one defensive bar.
It's usually close when him and Gilbagz plays, and it should be an entertaining set. And it definitely is so far, down on the wire. He also says he wants to shout out the carry group and wants to shout out Nightwolf from the MK9 story mode. I made up that last part of episode.
Oh, I was really excited when you said that. I'm now extremely sad. I don't even want to comment the rest of this match, but you know what? I'm going to give a shout out to MK9 story mode Nightwolf. The only one able to kill Sindel after Sindel kills like 10 people, so big ups to him. But yeah. I really want to know who this carry crew is that every single person shouts out in the Oceania region. I'm not cool enough to know this inside reference, but one day maybe I will be cool enough. Look at that combo! Oh my god! 452. That was huge, but it's not over yet. Gets over the string, and now it's over. But at the very least, Lion managing to get out of the corner and create a little bit of space, because every single time that Gilbagz gets him all the way into that corner, it is just a nightmare.
Oh no, definitely a huge nightmare there. And I thought it was a little risky for him to cash in on that crushing blow. I mean, but I think at that point he was doing it for, you know, the style effect, the wanting to keep, you know, that momentum on his side, and it didn't work out for him. Nice hit confirm into the freeze. I thought he was gonna leave him in a standing position, but forces that breakaway to come out. And again, checking him with that down one. It is so fast, so much faster than you would think. 6 frames, good games over the other side. Keeping him in the corner and being able to access more, you know, combo ability thanks to that slide, lifting you up just a little bit, which only works in the corner. Oh,
no. Yeah, that should be it. A pretty dominant game that time, but it's just the whole round was lived in that.
Plex is going up against MojoDojo, which I'm assuming is a reference to Powerpuff Girl villain, MojoDojo. I mean, it has to be, right?
I think it's gotta be. I've never asked before, but I would have to assume so. But yeah, playing the Kabal up against the Cetrion, and you know, the Cetrion is a classic that we get to see. I'm a big fan of Solar-Plexis in particular, but not gonna get a single chance to see what they can do, as that is gonna be a flawless to start off the set, and what a statement that is.
I mean, I thought Cetrion was broke, but I guess Kabal is broker. Oh, tries to go for the forward roll. Tries to go for the forward roll. Again, you want to close that gap between yourself and opponent. What a great way to just go forward, advancing, fully invincible. Over to the other side of that rock wall, which is really, this slight gas is doing a lot here for MojoDojo. Just getting past all these zoning options, but again, you're treading in very dangerous waters because of that crushing blow right there, just like that. 32% completely gone. but it is a finite resource, not going to be available for the rest of this game. So MojoDojo does not have too much to worry about in terms of the, air approach.
I mean, to be fair, at least the big boulder is still a gigantic amount of damage, but all right, here we go.
Yeah.
Big corner combo. This is going to be the full thing. Doesn't go for the jump kicks, just jump punches. Still only 331 damage. Oh, but a great natural barrier anti-air. And yeah,
look at the payoff. The payoff is huge for a jump in versus, getting hit with the boulder. I definitely think it's worth the risk, especially with a high damage output like Kabal. And that is so unfortunate. He hit confirmed the jump kick, but because the first string, the first hit of that string missed, he actually was able to block, and that is such an unfortunate situation here. But MojoDojo just kind of brushing it off here, just saying it was just a little error, a little miscalculation, if you will. Again, getting hit with a boulder there, 14%. Again, not super shabby, but you do get pushed all the way back to the other side. Oh my god, no mad dash from there.
Oh, okay, but gets one here. Gonna get the full conversion. This might be it. Wow, didn't go into any fatal blow setup. Gonna give another chance here, but the grab is going to be the punish. And that is going to be game one, but I'm really surprised that we didn't see something like
the mobility too added to when you have slight gas, the ability to kind of jump fast thing. That was very, very risky stuff there. That could have been a big crushing blow here for Cetrion. Oh, good hit confirmed here. No problem. Forward two. And that hook slam adding and just tacking on so much thanks to just one bar. Tries to go with the stand 3 to, put himself in plus frames, but just a little too far away.
It's the grab, gonna build a little bit of space. Ooh, uses the teleport for one of the first times in this set, but no defensive bar left. I think there's a good chance that this could be enough. Is there a possibility to spend more than one bar here? Could have actually, actually spent it. I didn't even see that it was spent, but regardless, catches the air projectile. But yeah, you can just see how that damage adds up so quickly. Those combos are wild.
Yeah, and I guess at the end of that, it just scales super hard. That's going to be a nice chunk of damage here for Solar-Plexis. Cetrion hitting that air-to-air boulder. Again, it's a little tricky. It looks like the rolling boulder, but it just goes straight forward at you. You kind of have to guess sometimes, or sometimes you got to go crazy and just nomad dash, either one. Nice.
That is
plus.
Yeah, making a lot of really good reads in the air boulder. It is a really scary thing because it is, like you said, a 50-50 against Kabal. If there is a raw nomad dash, you are getting full punished for sure. And so it just takes one wrong guess, and then you're taking tons of damage in the corner, getting looped in Oki, and you could lose the whole thing off the potential reward of like 15%.
Yeah. And unfortunately, no bar there for Solar-Plexis to break away to try to avoid as much damage from this combo, but it is slowly building up there. Solar-Plexis on a momentum train here, getting those successful hits, and right now, back to square one, back to where you're a little bit more comfortable as Cetrion. Unfortunate that tornado whiff there, wasn't expecting to get the hit, and look at that slight gas mobility, getting around these projectiles, getting around this rock wall, and just making sure that this hurt. Big jump in punch here. That was
who got past the fatal blow? Oh, slight gas. What a move that is.
Yeah, I believe these guys faced off any kind of mix-up. It doesn't have the low hook, it doesn't have the low saw, so you just gotta know where those overheads are in those strings.
Yeah, but I mean, we can see nice breakaway right there. One of the big, I would say, weaknesses, honestly, of Cetrion is that she doesn't have great anti-airs from, I want to say, just directly above her head, right? And that is an angle that's so easy to force yourself to as a character with great aerial mobility like Kabal. So it's just not able to find these huge anti-airs, and even when it is an anti-air, it's going to be, once the crushing blow is used, it's going to be a 15% boulder, great roll, or it's going to be like a natural barrier, and that's just not a lot of damage. So, wow! Very rare crushing blow, gets the full conversion. This should be it, assuming no breakaway. That might have been a big waste of a breakaway, actually.
It could have been a huge waste. I mean, those resources, yeah, and it was because it didn't get, Cetrion that breathing room that she was looking for. Solar-Plexis couldn't find that comeback, couldn't find, the means to pick up the pieces. And unfortunately, going into this with a lot of drained defensive bar, And meter acts very strange in that scenario. When you use it before it gets completely built up, it goes back to regenerating very slowly. So, you know, when you have a loadout that can actually use defensive meter, you know, you gotta realize the repercussions.
Yeah, and this is a good example of that for sure. Now, oh wow, that was, you know, right as I was about to say how much momentum MojoDojo has gained, they just run directly into a block with a Nomad Dash and things turn around, but still gets another opportunity. Oh, is this able to get over Hell's Wrath? That is one of the nicest things about Hell's Wrath is that it does have a hitbox even above her head. Oh, that's a punish. And this, oh, no meter. I guess it should be enough, but needs to find another hit without getting hit himself. This is tough.
Nice tech. Oh, what an insane throw tech there. That meant everything. That meant the game. That meant the set, but unfortunately you cannot tech in that scenario. She's definitely dead, getting snatched out of the roll. The one thing that does go through the roll during those invincibility frames, no problem at all. Gonna be playing a little bit of a sending off Caribbean vibe over to Solar-Plexis, as Solar-Plexis is eliminated from today's top 8. I don't know if I was supposed to talk over that. Or,
I know. I never know.
That sounded like. I feel like that's something we.
Yeah, I mean, people skip them so much that, like, if they want to hear them, I'm going to let the players hear them. But, you know, going into this, just, again, a reminder, Saggat coming off of a second place, just barely, almost was the first person to dethrone Waz, reset the bracket, one hit away from the victory, but wasn't able to close it out, and so is definitely looking to make a repeat performance, at least this time around, using this super sick buzzsaw variation. However, boy, playing a very high damage variation of Kotal is trying to stop that and doing quite a good job at it.
Oh yeah, definitely doing a good job, but right now about to lose that huge life lead he's got, getting thrown for the mix, the throw mix out of the corner. But because of that, gave him a lot of breathing room here, a lot of real estate to work with, going over the other side, trying to hit that specific move coming out of that teleport there. You know, it's one of the slower ones, but again, one that kind of, and not going to be the trade or anything he was looking for. Kung Lao taking that first round. Saggat continuing this dominance here and looking to get as many points as possible. But boy, can still definitely do it here. Even over a lot of carry over to the corner. And again, you just want to block your opponent down here. Good block in the overhead, but didn't go for a punishing string. That is definitely punishable. Again, I don't know what the specifics are from that full range. It looked really, really far away, but either way, gets the command grab, gets the corner switch, and decides to try to get a little bit better Oki. So doesn't want to amplify it here, but definitely going to amplify it here to keep the corner positioning, able to switch over the other side, big jump punch, and continuing over and over again. Where is that command grab? That very, very fair command grab. There it is, and unfortunately, just as I said it was fair, ironically, that was a drop, and another drop. These guys are so nervous.
Oh no, that was just a drop into a drop into a drop. And in the end, it did overall kind of get to the first person who had a guaranteed win, but not necessarily also, because we did see a full forward 2-4 like hit, like wave dashing across the screen. At that point, I'm like, oh no, I'm outclassed.
Yeah. At that point, I'm just like, how does he move that fast? He's so big, how does he move that fast? I hope everyone gets that reference there. But yeah, Kotal Kahn is super scary. I mean, not only that, the damage output, the fact that he's got that mid command grab, forcing you to, you know, not block or jump in these awful scenarios. I mean, I think this character is super duper good. That's going to be Whiff City, though. You don't want to be whiffing the wrong way as Kung Lao jumping right over that. Just Saggat coming in, no problem here. Displaying that execution, impeccable timing here. Whoa, big jumping kick as deep as possible to get those plus frames. Whoa, that could have been a huge whiff punish there from Saggat, but he just a little hesitant there. Didn't really want to commit to it. There's the hat tricks pressure over and over again. The stagger pressure, just like that, air to air, no problem at all.
Round 2.
Yeah, that going for the kind of safer double media option right there was, I think, really smart, because if there was a grab and it was red, a down to crushing blow could have been literally everything. All right, But here we go. Now this time, boy, 987654321 getting the momentum going and pushing to the corner, although getting hit by the second hit of Amp Possessed Hat. That was a little bit weird. You don't always expect it, especially the first time he's thrown it out at that range. So it can be a little bit weird. Gets clipped, but gets another chance to fight in the corner. This is pretty scary. This is going to be Amp for sure. Damage buffs. He's going to get one more big opening.
Oh, and there it is. It's going to be enough. No. He does have the damage buff, but no, you're right. It's not enough. Trying to apply the sun there. Yeah, what is he going to do? Gets a little bit of a wrist tan and just goes down there. But here we go. Boy. I'm not going to try it. I can't say it as fast as you. Boy, 9875. I can't do it as fast as you. Boy, looking great here, making this comeback, getting the round on the board, but unfortunately held on the block super duper hard here. Getting thrown for his troubles. Watch out for those down pokes. Going to be very, very plus for Kung Lao, especially when the corner is his side. So we're going to throw him over to the other side. Not going to waste the bar. Want the Oki, but again, over-committing here on the roll. Forward roll out of the corner is a very common option. Love the check there after that down 3 on hit, making sure that that jails into a guaranteed situation for him. Oh, baby.
The dick grab. Yeah, that is nasty. Hasn't really been going to that all that much in this set, so just making it a lot more of a scary option. You can see he's mostly going for just the raw 1-2, and it's working over and over, which is honestly probably the option that you should go to more, just because, you know, it is going to be safe. It is going to allow you to pressure afterwards. But this is a scary point. Gets the back throw. Did he have the crushing blow? He did not. So fatal blow available for both players. Great tag. This is so scary. Just one hit from either one.
Oh, what a clutch tech. Oh no, Amplify didn't freeze it there. There's 12 seconds left on the clock. 10 seconds now. He's got to do something. Boy's got to do something. Can he get enough health back? I don't think he can. He's trying to hit that crushing blow.
Oh no! He was swung into the hat.
Match here because they play a lot of casuals, and the last time these guys met in tournament, Boy actually took him out or beat him in that set using Terminator. So again, a very a command grab type character, mix type character. So I definitely see him feeling at home with a character like Kotal. Saggat also wants to shout out to SeaWorld Swazzy for being his punching bag. Sorry, Swazzy. So sorry.
Haven't seen Swazzy for a couple weeks, but there's still plenty of time left in the circuit. But here we go, corner pressure coming out from Boy, although, of course, one of the best strings, I would say, in the game, 1-2-1, just because of the fact that it does give you the ability to switch sides off of pretty much every single conversion that you can get with Kung Lao. And now look at this, he's taking advantage of the corner. Oh, but speaking of side switches, just gonna need one more hit here. What's it gonna be? Chip? Oh, doesn't need Chip. Can light you on fire. Oh, has a chance. One fight. Oh, I like this. I like it. Yep.
I mean, at that point, you can just kind of sit in the sun, build as much as possible, and it's a very, very difficult situation to get out of. Obviously, like a crushing blow animation would, negate the sunlight altogether, or a fatal blow animation, but again, you got to take a little bit of that sun damage. If you don't have that, you don't have the health, it's just not fair.
Oh, but big corner coming out here, corner combo coming out here. Yeah, the damage from this variation is actually also higher than other variations. Buzzsaw is just an incredible move. It's good at everything. It can zone, it can pressure, it can be used in combos, it can be used to end combos, it can be used to get Mido's conversions off 4-1-3 and other strings you normally can't. There's just too much to say. But as I'm saying that, Saggat's showing it off, so thank you very much, Saggat. However, Boy's gonna get another chance here. He's gotta make his way in, he's gotta take this corner back. Ooh, or just start with the command grabs.
Okay, gonna keep that Oki, trying to go for that nice little wave dash, but not able to really hold him down. I see Saggat holding up a lot, and Boy's kind of keeping note of that, jumping over the other side, but not fast enough to get that whiff. But here comes the dive kick, not enough because Kotal's got a little bit more damage, but unfortunately that buzzsaw is so active, and when you come out of that roll animation, you are susceptible to recovery frame, and that was basically his demise here. Boy on life support here. Saggat on set point. All he needs is this round to win this entire set and move on to this lower bracket. Again, staying away from the command grab, doesn't want to get too risky. That was just pure hit confirm. no problem at all. Switching him over to the other side, trying to push him close to the corner, and the up three. Risky stuff because Kotal can whip punish like no other in this game. That's going to be a Kotal Kahn cut, launching him up with pretty good damage, 25%.
But now reversed, and the corner combo is coming out from Saggat, and he just needs one more big hit, but boy, just needs one conversion to Fatal Blow! Fatal Blow right there would have been the kill, would have broken armor, would have guaranteed it no matter what, but he's gonna get another chance after that unfortunate drop. He just needs to find a hit, auto-spacing from the projectile, and the grab is not enough, still needs one more hit, I think. Oh, sets up the guaranteed chip, and he is going to chip him out. As soon as there was nothing on that wake up, that was going to be Lions Nightwolf, of course. You know, I had all that Nightwolf up playing in that last game, but also this Kabal is looking stronger than ever with that slight gas mobility, and we'll see how this goes. Already starting off first hit, full solid hit to Lioncox.
Yeah. And you know, don't forget about that you know, hook grab combo ability with so much damage. Speaking of damage, down to hitting high enough just to convert a little bit lower, and I love that breakaway here from MojoDojo, but unfortunately finds himself in a world of hurt, down to 30% or less, giving him access to that fatal blow. Is he going to use it, or is he going to die with it going into the next round? Big call out there on the backwards roll, catching him on those recovery frames. Lion now about to lose this huge life lead. Like gas, giving him double kick. Is he going to cash in here with fatal blow? Yes, he is. And I believe this isn't going to scale enough to not kill him. He is definitely dead. Big hook right through the chin, as you can see here. Going to be the demise of Nightwolf as he just gets thrown closer to the corner. And just like that, MojoDojo making an incredible comeback here with just determination and patience.
Well, determination, patience, and one of the higher damage variations in the game, I would say, are the three pieces to that puzzle. The sugar spice and everything nice.
Everything
and
nice.
The damage is the chemical X. But yeah, I mean, we can just see why this variation is so scary. And honestly, this Nightwolf variation is another variation that is very high damage, but when you get just how many opportunities you can get from him every single hit with this Kabal variation, you can see why it is really looking up. But, oh, misses the tick grab, doesn't get punished. That could have been a punish. Went for the jab even, was just a little bit slow. He goes for the full string. Just needs one more hit here. Really, either side can kill off of one more hit. Oh, not a grab, though. I think it's duckable. I don't think it's a real string, but hey, whatever works, right? It's going to tie up the rounds.
I mean, you say it's duckable, but that's one of the scariest things to try to do against Nightwolf in that, you know, close quarter situation, which is why that is working there. Because a lot of people are a little too hesitant. I love the hit confirm, or I don't know if it was a hit confirm or anticipation of, you know, getting the hit because he was in the air. But either way, MojoDojo is, you know, trying to take this here, but Lion fighting back throw to keep the control of the corner position here. And again, trying to just, you know, stop him from holding up, holding north. Holding the north is what these MK11 players love to do here. Down three, checking him, getting those super duper plus frames, hitting the command grab, switching over to the other side, which isn't ideal, but he's just trying to get enough hits to find it here, and he does, no problem at all. And Lion makes that comeback. He's recording command grabs, which, you know, but the whole asset, the fact that it's an asset to, you know, Nightwolf's loadout is the fact that it's his armor breaker.
And of course, right as we're talking about it, yeah, he lands one of the few tick grabs. Now, it is actually a high command grab, but you don't generally just use it raw. It's usually going to be off of the tick throws. It's just, you see it so rarely actually used as a command grab that, you know, you would think it's mid. But yeah, the fact that it's an armor breaker is a big deal. However, usually we see it with the, oh, I don't know the name of the move. Great Christian right there. But the roll that amplifies to get the launch, that guarantees that if they break away, you are breaking it. Now, the fact that he's using the Rising Tomahawk means that he's never guaranteed to be able to get that crushing blow or that armor breaker in general. So just it shows that you can do some very different things if you're looking for those breakers.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's all about, you know, the flavor that you want to express with your character. Literally make it your own.
Gets the with punish with the arrows. That was kind of a weird way to do that, but gets a nice breakaway. Maybe could have gotten a punish if he stood up fast enough, but instead delayed wake up. Maybe a little bit of a mistake right there. Oh, and the gas blast. I didn't see that was a variation change. How did I not see that? So I do see of course, the hook slam. So we're gonna see gas blast and then something else, right? Because I don't think gas blast is a slot move. I was not paying attention clearly, which is my mistake.
Yeah, I mean, it does show it there in the loading screens, but again, sometimes there's just so many other things to talk about.
Yeah, so we'll see if we get to see what the other move is at some point, but right now is going to go for a very different style, right? Oh, well, that's going to be the kill, but I would have to say that MojoDojo probably realized that the air mobility isn't really necessary. It's not like he's going to be getting over projectiles like he did against Cetrion earlier today. I say as he gets hit by a projectile in the air. But yeah, no, having those safe enders with the amplified gas blast probably going to give him a little bit more space to kind of auto space. Oh, what a weird trade.
Yeah, definitely a strange exchange there, but hey, you know, you got to roll with it. And sometimes you just can't control a lot about this, you know, in anything you do. And just kind of, again, punishing MojoDojo for holding the north and just trying to get out of a bad situation because you're just constantly scared of being in pressure. Hits the down two, but maybe not fast enough to get that crushing blow. And here comes the pressure here. Tries to mix it up just a little bit there where that string normally ends in an over.
Comfortability with the matchup, and I mean, it's one that you expected to see a lot more before Ultimate. Wow, the back two anti-air. That is a super slow anti-air. What a heavy read to make, but Lion is going to still be eating a full combo. Wasn't able to get that full mix-up situation, I guess, afterwards as he got he whiffed his tick grab.
Yeah. I could definitely call that a whiff. Well, good blocking here. Able to swing back as soon as possible here. And unfortunately, even though Kabal didn't commit to that second hit of the string, still able to get punished here. And that's just the level of attention that Lion is paying here. He's not letting that slip by, and he's making that punish as soon as possible. But here comes the extended hook. Huge combos, able to end it with a fatal blow. No way he's going to have any health remaining here. Wait a minute, it's scaling a lot. Definitely
yeah.
Wait,
I don't know. I think he's alive.
He's alive.
He is alive.
Oh my god. Down nothing. That scaled so much.
I know. I don't know why he did such a full combo before he did the fatal blow. I feel like if he did the fatal blow earlier in that combo, it would have killed. But hey, you know, it worked out in the end. And I mean, MojoDojo here is fighting really from the back foot. Has to win 3 games straight. That's a great start. And this is a great start in the next round. But oh wow, that could have actually been a back 1-2 down 2 crushing blow. Doesn't need it. Gonna get a ton of damage here. No defensive bar from Lion. Didn't get the full knockdown, but is still gonna get Oki. Just needs one more solid hit, but Lion's gonna get a chance.
Good, he could get the chance here. Blocks the string, looking for the reversal throw, and fortunate for Lion, he didn't confirm into the Nomad dash. Just a little too slow there. Maybe the kick just didn't hit right. Forcing the breakaway. Can he make this comeback? He's got fatal blow. He literally needs one hit confirm and fatal blow, and he's dead. Hits him with the down one on wake up. The audacity from MojoDojo. I mean, hey, look, if that's what you
brink of tournament elimination shows a lot about somebody's mental fortitude, and so I definitely would say that I don't think MojoDojo's out yet, but a great flawless block into the armor breaker, and that is actually huge because it does get rid of the scaling on the combo, and the the flawless block up 2 does add a lot of scaling, so overall the damage was quite a bit. I mean, you do get the damage over time, which would have been unsealed anyway, but you can see just it added up quite a bit. On the other side though, all you need is one combo to even things out.
Yeah, all you need is one combo, and that's, you know, pretty easy to find if you're looking for it in the right spot. Down 1 checks from both players, but that was Lion, who was actually a little bit disrespectful there, trying to move out of the way, even though he was definitely super negative there, able to move way later after his opponent. Big jump in kick does get challenged afterwards, as it does hit super high. You gotta pay attention to those, you know, heights of those normal moves. Oh, and a little bit of a trade there. And I love the idea from Mojo to just kind of back off, be where you're feeling a little bit more comfortable, where I can reach my opponent, but he can't reach me. And MojoDojo is running away with this here.
Round 2.
The momentum in his favor.
The potential for a 3-0 reverse comeback is good, and that only helps my case. Went for the armor breaker right there. There was no breakaway at all, so that was actually quite a bit of a whip. It allowed a full combo punish. That could be a big mistake that he pays for quite a bit. No meter on the side of Lion, though, so not going to be any sort of huge conversions. One of the biggest downsides of Nightwolf is you really need meter to get any sort of good launch. But the life is only just evened up here. I'm surprised we haven't seen any reflects on those teleports, or sorry, on those air projectiles, but great back two. And now Fatal Blow available, so can get a big conversion, kept it unbreakable, and that's gonna be another unbreakable situation where Lion is going to be put on match point yet again. Now, lots of resources available for both of these players this time. This could go either way very easily.
And look at how smart that was. He knew he had breakaway, and that was the perfect call out because he didn't waste his meter looking for the following hits. But unfortunately, MojoDojo takes the helm, takes control here, finding a big combo of his own. And, you know, breakaway didn't even come into a factor here. That's going to be a big launcher. Reaching forward with those far-reaching normal strings, ducking under that buzzsaw, trying to avoid as much damage as possible. That was the reflect attempt right there that you were actually just mentioning there. But unfortunately, I guess the startup wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, maybe didn't notice something, but that's gonna be it. Yeah, great whip punish right there. Stayed patient enough to find that last opening. He's gonna go for the friendship himself. Not a friendship we almost ever see. I don't think I've ever legit seen the Nightwolf friendship in tournament. So that's always... definitely had up his sleeve before, but just before this match starts, or as it's starting, I want to just kind of recap the last time that they played. We saw quite a few different character matchups from them. However, I wouldn't say it's actually a character matchup from Saggat. He just went to 3 separate variations. Both the Buzzsaw that we're used to seeing, he went to the Spiritual Guidance, which we're not used to seeing at all, and then he went to the Lotus Fist for different points. So he has a lot of different options as far as that goes. Waz tried to the Cassie got zoned actually by Kung Lao, which is a very rare thing to see. Went for the Jade, which fell pretty quickly to the Spiritual Guidance Lao, and then went overall for the Frost. But right now, this is a character that is known to do quite well against, against Kung Lao, and that is Shang Tsung. You can see exactly why, controlling all that space that he wants to be in.
Yeah, and then that's what it is. You know, you got to watch out for these corpse drops. And again, even the air's not safe. You saw Waz just picking him out of the sky with that Ermac lift. And, you know, getting good damage, and that's what it was right there. That was anticipation. Anticipating for Kung Lao to do what Kung Lao players do, and that is jump forward at you to try to, you know, apply that jump kick pressure. Good attention to detail here from Waz, deciding that, you know, back up because, you know, you don't want to be too predictable and you don't want to stay completely still when that buzzsaw hat is threatening you, because once you stay still, that's when Kung Lao can kind of bully you with throws or hit you with some stagger pressure, a shimmy. Wait, what? Did the hat go the wrong way?
That has to be intentional. That has to be intentional. That's such a good counter to it. So what happens is he does the hat, the lift puts you right there behind him, and then at that moment, the hat's like, oh, okay, so I'm still to the right because Shang Tsung is to the right of Kung Lao. I've never seen that interaction somehow, but clearly something that's been labbed, as we saw the reversal lift coming out from Waz, and I'd have to say he found a pretty...
Impressed by the attention to detail there.
Yeah, that is something that's really important, I think, to see from other players in the future. Buzzsaw has been a move that's been very difficult to answer, especially in some very particular matchups. So not only does this matchup tend to be pretty difficult for Kung Lao just in general, but if that's a specific answer that we get to see, I think that will maybe even drive it even more in that direction. But we are immediately seeing the switch to Spiritual Guidance and Z-Hat, which is such a cool variation. For those of you who aren't familiar with Spiritual Guidance, it is a stance that allows him to get some launches, to throw some non-projectile projectiles. There we go, that's a great follow-up from it. You can see why it's working out a lot better, a lot higher damage, greater ability to pressure, and yeah, I mean, that was a much different round.
Round 2. Fight.
I mean, after what happened to that buzzsaw, I can definitely see why he doesn't want anything to do with it, or at least wants to change it up a little bit. Love the cancel there, going to the other side, and Tsung just taking forever to recover from those specific animations, and that's, you know, the drawback of having all that flair, and he is definitely a very high flair type of character, a lot of style behind all his animations, you know, but again, very, very active throughout most of it. Getting that buzzsaw and then connecting that low little stomp there, as we can see the ground pound coming from Kung Lao, but there he is, of course, not sitting still at that range. Waz just trying to do as much as possible, but unfortunately in a world of hurt, swings the whole thing. But Saggat kind of taking a breather, just saying, you know what, I don't have to risk anything. I'm just gonna back up, try to demoralize my opponent as much as possible.
But we're seeing Ground Eruption come out. Gonna be a much stronger zoning game coming out from Waz this time, and we'll see if the Spiritual Guidance projectiles can counter it.
Yeah, let's see if he can do it here. Again, this is a completely different type of character. I mean, again, some characters are just like slight little tweaks depending on what you equip. Shang Tsung is definitely not that character. That smoke shake pretty much defining him and really shutting off the ability to throw out any projectiles for Kung Lao, which kind of give the option for, you know, Shang to throw out his own here. Or drop from full screen.
Yeah, we're seeing a pretty decent, like, trade situation here as far as projectiles so far, but, you know, finding those final hits is going to be the real difficult thing, and here we go, we can see right there, oh, a little bit too early, so when you use a projectile, you actually duck, and you can see it does a lot of damage, 111, so that will be taking more damage than pretty much, well, I guess not in Amplified Corpse Drop, but it's definitely going to be really good in that trade. And now Fatal Blow available. Not a lot of life left, though. You're probably not even going to be able to get through, yeah, a projectile. And so it's just a few wrong reads. Honestly, maybe Saggat could even stay a little bit more full screen than he was. Once he got into the Ground Eruption range, he was taking a lot more damage.
Yeah, but again, he wants to get in because he's, you know, trying to play around that smoke shake. That smoke shake did a lot for Waz there. Good armor break, goes for the throw, but Waz letting go of block at just the right moment. Unfortunately here, that quick recovery from the forward roll. Saggat taking a huge chunk of damage out of Waz. And Waz is in trouble here, down to life support. No, not even. Completely dead. What a conversion here, taking over 30% of that remaining life bar. Waz didn't even get a chance to try to utilize that fatal blow, and he definitely didn't have a chance to break away as he didn't have enough bar on the defensive side.
Yeah.
Auto shimmy, auto shimmy, auto shimmy. One of the best in this game. I mean, you just walk up 1-1-1. They think it's a throw. They let go of block. And, you know, it's safe. It's safe. It puts him in a good spot. What an anti-air here. Waz goes, whiffs that stand one, but then says, you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to hit the next opportunity, the next conversion. And what a late smoke shake there at the end. Uh-oh. Can he take it again? Can he steal this whole round? Oh, hits the overhead.
Yeah, no punish. That is big. Okay, he's going to be safe here. He's got an opportunity. He needs to just not let Waz get out of this corner. All right, gets the grab. That's a great start. Does have Fatal Blow, so he only really needs like maybe 2 more conversions if he can get them solidly. The pushback, he's gonna get pressure again, the cancel. One more grab, now all he needs is 1 conversion into Fatal Blow, just needs to find the hits. Oh no, the jump in, oh down 3, Fatal Blow, 1 an attempt, but he's not out yet.
Blew it. Waz blew the opportunity. Oh, jumping over to the other side. Waz finding that jump kick, but Waz knows the mistake. Like, obviously, Waz knows a lot about this game. One of the best players, not just in this region, but in this world. And, you know, he knows that mistake, but fortunately enough, able to pick up the pieces in that scramble situation. And Waz on match point here just needs this game, and he can continue on this tense bracket.
Yeah, but I mean, that was such a scary position. Being in that corner, Saggat really had the opportunity to make the comeback. It was just down to the fact that he went for that large risk that could have won in the game. You know, it was really like a win or lose scenario, and it's just one of those once in a set attempts. It didn't work out for him, and now he's gonna have to play from the back foot. Also, in the back foot from this round alone, as the chip damage is added up to so much. But here we go again. Gonna get an opportunity to kind of pressure in the corner if he can get there. Oh, great anti-air. super ready for it, and I don't think there's a great way that we're going to see Saggat, get out of this. I like the fact that he teleported, because at least he's going to steal back the center of the stage and not get rid of all the progress he made walking in slowly.
Yeah, you want to cut off as much of the stage as possible, especially, you know, character that, look, has these full screen options here. I mean, Chef, you said he might want to play it a little bit farther away, but that smoke shake is even, like, discouraging me from seeing that type of play. And, you know, we know Kung Lao. Kung Lao hits hard, hits like a truck, and, you know, that's why Saggat is just trying to, you know, get in there, get that damage. But Waz's defense is just too impeccable, too good, and too on point right now.
Yeah, I mean, on the bright side, the spiritual guidance projectiles are not considered projectiles, which is a really big boon in this situation, but he's just not able to find a good time to really use it, and it's very understandable, right? There's just there's either going to be corpses from above or fireballs from below, and it's just running away. This is looking tough.
Yeah. Very, very tough. Not a good situation here, and again, auto shimmy, no problem here, right up to him, and Saggat is unfortunately going to be eliminated from this tournament as Waz displays one of the grossest fatalities in this game. I mean, being disemboweled by demons, I cannot, very few fates I can think.
We're setting up this lobby. It looks like maybe the spectator got kicked out, and we are having the players play their first match through. Of course, we are going to prioritize the tournament integrity, even if, unfortunately, we don't get to watch the match, which is, of course, going to be a bummer because this is our winners finals. So the Bijiga win, right? I think.
Yeah. I want to say the left bar won. Yeah, cool. Bijiga. We got confirmation. Bijiga won that first one, but right now, Gilbagz looking incredible. Good hit confirmed here, and displaying this incredible execution here. These flawless block, very offensive style there for the flawless block. Going for it right after you're done with a string, anticipating a specific timing. So, you know, that kind of throws off your opponent, and they're thinking, you know, maybe I shouldn't swing right away, or maybe I should go for something a little bit more risky, like a throw. Big jump in kick here from Gilbagz. Sub-Zero trying to run away with this air-to-air Jacqui. No problem at all for a fast punch like that. And Gilbagz trying to take this back here, trying to solidify game number 2 here.
Ooh, all right, but there's a lot of damage over time on the floor. This is a very scary situation. You know that old, like, the floor is lava thing? The floor is literally lava when you have all of that damage over time on the floor. Nice, lands the overhead, quick breakaway. You can actually get some guaranteed damage even off a quick breakaway from that. We just didn't see the jump 2 come out. I think it's jump 2 down 2 for like 300 damage, even on breakaway guaranteed, which is pretty nice. But didn't see it. Didn't see it, and now Bijiga's got a great chance in the corner.
Getting a little hasty there, didn't want to block anything, but hold on, he can't make this comeback. I'm actually surprised that he backed off, because that DOT was going away just in time to not kill him. But because he backed off, that gave Jacqui the breathing room to throw another one down on the ground, thus solidifying her win there. So I think that was the wrong call, but it was hard to say with so many things happening in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, I can certainly see why that last match, which was, I mean, great for us, right, because we had to talk for a while unfinished, but why that last match was like 20 seconds, because this round is only like 10 seconds, and this is almost over. Just needs to find one more hit, and that's going to be guaranteed chip. And yeah, this is a very fast game.
He's a tough opponent here. And,
yeah, definitely
nice
going to be an uphill battle. Woo. Yeah, that was a weird way to do it, but hey, we take those, you know, and that obviously does shift the momentum of the match in your favor at the start. Going to be a nice way to get that launch in the corner. Now this is, yeah, this looks like the previous matches. Just going to need one more hit after this, and I wouldn't be surprised if it happens pretty quickly, especially with the damage over time. Oh, look at this live, it's just melting, and there's no way out, and now match point for Bijiga.
Not fair. Not fair at all. I'm just going to call it. That was a really bad situation to be in. I mean, okay, I get it. You know, someone who's downplaying Jacqui is going to be like, well, just don't get hit. She's got no mix. Hey, man, That was unfair. That looked really, really bad there in the corner. But hey, this is Jacqui Briggs. This is a character that's available for everyone. And right now, she is running away with this. Gilbagz looking to get some kind of hits here. Maybe, no. And that was a nice flawless block there, just stopping any attempt to try to even go for offense. And I would care.
In the previous set for about half of it, maybe 2/3 of it. So we'll see if he can get through the Fireball Forest.
Oh, and there it is. That's not where you want to be. You don't want to be at the helm, at the mercy here of Shang as he drops those corpses on you. Because once you get hit by it, you know, he's able to kind of position himself wherever he wants, whether he wants to go in for some pressure or just get some free chip damage with those rising skulls, those up skulls coming out of Shang Tsung. And right now he's just playing, you know, Super Mario Brothers. He's trying to get through this. And look at that. The first opportunity that he tries to go for that amplified shoulder check, Waz was ready to just challenge with stand 1-1. Whether he was going to not amplify it and get punished, or if he was going to interrupt it between the regular hit and the amplified portion of that hit. You know, it's a win-win situation as long as you're on point.
Yeah. Yeah, that can be scary. I mean, the funniest thing about Shang Tsung is that you do so well to finally get on Shang Tsung, and then you realize that he's got great up close normals too, and you're like, wait a minute, I was supposed to be winning at this range, but it doesn't always go that way. You can take plus frames, nice just to back up. You can very rarely catch people just backing up after that plus frame mid screen. It's a lot scarier in the corner, but he's gonna get a big conversion here, and now he's gonna have to make his way yet again through the zoning.
Yeah, and that's a tough battle to get through here. Doesn't go for the flawless blockable string. Instead goes for his stagger. And I don't know if this is going to scale too much. I want to say he might be alive at the end of this. We got a few more ninjas remaining here. Noob Saibot, the last hit, slamming and breaking his neck. Yeah, he's definitely still alive. And Waz knows it's a favorable position here. Trying to anticipate a shoulder charge. Hold on a second, though. Gonna amplify it for incredible Oki. What's gonna be the mix-up? Oh, he tries to go for the tick throw!
Is that even a real tick throw? Does standing one tick into that? I guess it does, or he wouldn't have tried it, but...
just for that extra little bit of a mix that, you know, Nightwolf doesn't really possess in his regular core-based set.
Well, he's going to have to... I mean, once again, I'm going to say this a lot, but he's got to get through the zoning, and he's doing such a great job of it. Using the wave dash from Nightwolf, that is pretty good, honestly. Just his forward momentum does carry him pretty far, and he's getting into this range. He knows how to challenge, but yeah, this damage does actually add up. As much as I said that, you know, maybe he's not going to... Oh, not able to zone as much. I was certainly wrong, but here we go. Opportunity needs to get one more opening. He's going to do massive damage.
I love the forward throw Oki right next to you after the animation is done. So able to continue the pressure, and Waz just waiting, being so patient and biding his time, looking for that opportunity, and just seizes it out of the air with that down two. And that is that's showing you right there that that line is a little bit antsy there, deciding not to block on that wake up, thinking that, you know, maybe Waz dropped the combo, so this is a situation where I got to get up and start swinging. And Waz knows this, as he knows this is a player that's willing to swing right away. Down two out of the sky, no problem. Anti-air, just like that. Full on, you know, damage here.
Oh, but he's got an opportunity. Yeah, that was going to be tough. I mean, every single touch is going to be pretty scary if...
8 hour that normally hits as high with a little bit slower, but, you know, mid lightning arrow, so it's going to be a little bit harder to avoid in terms of chip damage. Beautiful forward roll there to kind of close the gap between himself and the zoning opponent, but Waz coming off that breakaway and just swinging with those down pokes. Look at all these flawless blocks coming out of both opponents here. Reversal throw, good call out, but again, risky stuff. Trying to guarantee that chip, but Waz with the reversal rising skulls here. Definitely the right call, and not a right call here, that rising tomahawk.
Yeah, and I don't even think that's a true punish. I think he was just pressing a button afterwards and just not blocking. I think he's going to take counter though. And unfortunately, the lightning arrow not working out quite so well. I mean, it is a choice that makes sense, but only if you can get yourself at least like close to the life lead or even That's a block, gets hit by the final hit. Still an opportunity. It's the grab. Okay, one more hit here. His fatal blow. He just needs to make the right choice. Another grab. Will he go for another grab or a strike? Now it's getting close to the damage that he needs to kill him to wake up 3 after that weird knockdown with the forward 1 catching him out of the air is enough. But on the bright side, first of all, Lion showing that he's still in it no matter what the life deficit is, and also has a great position here in the corner.
Oh yeah, no, definitely does here. You gotta watch out though, those interactables, a nice way to get you out of there, but that is a risk if your opponent reads it. Again, another forward roll here coming out of Lion, but unfortunately drops the combo here. Maybe he thought he was a little closer to the corner. Big down to crushing blow for a lot of damage here. One of the few resources that's going to lead into damage coming out of Shang, Tsung, Waz, taking opportunity wherever he can here. But right now, Lion knocking on the door of that defense as Waz trying to swing back, but he didn't commit. Lion didn't commit to that whole string, but that's okay. Taking advantage anywhere he can, the momentum anywhere he can. Coming off that breakaway, and Waz just backing off, trying to get any last hit, and he does with that big jumping kick. That's going to be 3-0 for Waz, and now he's going to be solidifying his spot into the Losers Finals, where he can potentially take this entire tournament still. This double elimination, so watch out for anyone that stands in his way. But unfortunately, that's it for a Lion. Throw, which you can only throw in the air for a little bit more, I guess, of a zoning flair for Sub-Zero. So you know, maybe this Jade pick is going to be, you're not going to be worried about that, but you are going to watch your feet either way. Here comes that high intensity slide. Hits low, but definitely punishable on block, as we can see right here.
Yeah, I love the reaction to Gilbagz being very, very ready immediately to deal with the glow, which, like you said, is going to put a real damper on his ability to control the full screen game. But, of course, we also do see the fact that we've got stuff like Rising Ice, which is going to not really care about a glow, and well, I don't think at least, but the damage could add up regardless. Oh, but a full conversion into Fatal Blow. I think this is enough, but I am always terrible at making the right call.
Hey man, sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. Oh, and that was just enough there. The final hit, able to seal the deal here. And Waz taking a great lead here, taking that first round thanks to that fatal blow. And look at that. Look at how it kept his, his Sub-Zero in the air a little bit longer. That jump trajectory. Oh, got past it, but didn't go for a punish. Instead, just went for a regular down 1 check. That was very unfortunate. Huge missed opportunity for Gilbagz, and he is so good at that. So good at swinging and then offensively going for a flawless block to just kind of get that little damage. Get your opponent thinking, you know what, maybe I shouldn't swing at the soonest instant that I can because it's a little too predictable. Big jumping kick from Waz, able to teleport over the other side thanks to that amplified portion of the Nitro kick. Getting hit there with the overhead, maybe some help thanks to the spiking ping here. What is going on? Big jumping kick, and Waz able to, oh, beautiful punish there. He didn't amplify it. He was trying to get tricky. He was trying to get tricky. He was, yeah, that was dirty. That was dirty.
Yeah, and at the end right there, that was what I was talking about earlier. And the thing that Gilbagz missed a few times, even if your opponent breaks away off of Rising Ice, you get a lot of damage. And that's one of the main reasons why we see people pick it, is that it baits people into breaking away while you're still going to get maybe 300 damage. And so at the start of this round, we saw Waz with no defensive bar. He is pulling it back slowly, but the opportunity was there for it to be a very quick runaway round. However, a bad hit confirm into that ice ball, and could have been a little bit, well, maybe not. I was going to say more of a punish, but that's one of the downsides of Jade, is that she's not going to get gigantic punishes from a lot of situations.
Yeah, no, definitely. Versus like a character like Baraka that has gutted equipped, you know, she's not really going to have much of an output in terms of damage. So, you know, you can get a little riskier because you know that if she guesses right on the overheads, on the crazy slides from downtown, it's not going to be too much. But she does have the ability to keep you in these guessing opportunities over and over again, you know, leaving you in a standing position. But either way, those two air ranks are going to connect no problem. And Waz
as an option here. And I thought that I was just like seeing things that Waz used it in the very first game of the day, but we do see pole vault, and we're not seeing any conversions into pole vault, which is going to be one of the best reasons to use it, or in fact even just block strings into it. We're just not seeing it.
Oh, big damage here coming out of Gilbagz. I love the pressure there, waiting for, you know, recognizing that Jade is in a blocking situation and just kind of taking his time with the throws, not really throwing it out immediately because he doesn't want to take a big risk, just kind of confirming that, all right, he's holding on the block, so here comes the throw to try to break that defense. But Waz coming back slowly but surely. These little hits, stray hits here and there. Tries to check her for trying to glow up. It does have some recovery, but not fast enough there. Even though that slide is super duper quick to get there. Here comes those air rangs, and Waz getting this round here. Gilbagz getting those successful hits, getting, you know, a little bit of damage here and there, and he was just there. Oh, huge whip on the throw, but doesn't get punished here from Waz. Nice air-to-air exchange here in favor of Sub-Zero, but not able to really convert much afterwards. Big jumping punch here, one of the best in the business.
Oh yeah, I mean for some reason Sub-Zero has always just had great jumping punches, whether it be MK11, MKX, or even Injustice 2. For whatever reason, he's just the long arm of the law from the sky, and it just adds to this mix-up game always. But this is a great round for Gilbagz, finally finding a really good one. Oh, and the tech to keep Waz in the corner. Gonna trade, holding this corner position so well. Oh, and I like the risk. At the very minimum, that did push Waz out of the corner a little bit. Even though he still doesn't have a ton of space, it's a lot better than no space.
Yeah, no, getting a little bit of breathing here. You also have access to that interactable, so you gotta watch out. That one can tick throw from certain things. And, you know, really good players like this, they're gonna know. It's gonna be on the radar. Trying to throw some rangs. Of course, when she's purpled up, she can't get frozen here. So Gilbagz going to be looking for the slide there again, trying to just check her. But you know, I don't know if it's that he's not reacting fast enough, or if it's that, you know, that he doesn't have as much recovery as it seems, or if that Sub-Zero needs more buffs. I mean, it could be that.
Oh yeah, it should be. I mean, minimum 6 frames, maximum 6 frames, you know, and goes full screen. And we should also probably make it launch mid-screen too. So
yeah.
Without those, I don't know if Sub-Zero will ever be fine. You see, look at that, buff Sub-Zero.
Look at this. Oh man, this is so bad. This is so bad.
You know, it's not as good of a move, but overall, Jade, way better, right? Huge glow up. Oh, that's a good one. Huge glow up from Mortal Kombat 9, for sure.
There it is. Now, yeah, definitely seen as like one of the worst characters in MK9. But man, did you see that flawless block? I mean, everyone jokes about the best anti-airs in MK11 aren't really anti-airs. It's just flawless blocking and up to it. Like, just stopping it right away. It works, man. It works. Gilbagz looking like a completely different player here. Full control. Not only that, but also aware of his surroundings, aware of where the corner is, and able to throw Waz right into there. And this is, oh, the creeping ice counts as a projectile. It went through the purple stuff.
Oh, okay, so that's actually a question that I had. I didn't know whether or not that was considered a projectile, but yeah, clearly not going to be a good option to use in that situation for the future.
Look at that. I love the use of the axe. Oh, yeah. Love it. Just to kind of, you know, add a little bit of the mobility that you don't usually see from Sub-Zero. Tries to go for the overhead, but this is going to be a big punish. But that's okay. She hits you like a little fly anyway. Just a little bit of damage. Not too bad. Worth the risk, if you ask me.
All right, so as this, I think, is undoubtedly closing out, I have to ask, why is Waz not using the pole vault? I mean, amplified pole vault in particular does a ton of damage, but even without amplifying it, it's great knockdown, and it does more damage than any of the other follow-ups that Jade's going to be really able to use. Plus, I mean, if you pick it, why not use it? And getting that extra damage could be a huge boon in this matchup where you're obviously fighting back a ton of damage from these mix-ups. Oh, great block right there and punish. But yeah, I just am so curious why we've seen one single pole vault in this entire set.
Yeah, and I'm a little curious as that as well. I mean, I guess the downside of the pole vault is that, you know, it knocks him down, giving him options for, you know, wake up 3s, up 2s, the lay wake up. So I think Waz is just trying to get a little bit more control leaving the opponent in a standing position so he can loop pressure it over and over again. Tries to go for that breakaway, but here comes, sorry, that crushing blow, but here comes a crushing blow of Waz. But unfortunately didn't get the follow-up here. Maybe anticipated a breakaway. Able to swing right away there as Creeping Ice did not get amplified. And just a little insult to injury here. Waz forcing the opponent to watch this fatal blow animation. And I think this is probably the most disrespectful thing you can do to someone in Kombat League. So not going with Jacqui like Bijiga did in the winner's side.
Oh,
what?
Come on! What a way to start off the grand finals. I mean, if there's one move in the entire game that's going to be the most tilting thing, it's going to be that, and catching a jump back Hell's Wrath at the start of the game. All right, Waz, all right.
Ooh, this move. The scream from full scream. Oh, love that execution here. I love this Sindel. I feel like a lot of players don't like it because it's you know, a little tougher to hit consistently, but the Waz likes the little bit of flair here. Cetrion ending the combo there with that rising wall, super duper plus right next to your opponent, and look at that screaming Banshee hit. Tries to go for the fatal blow to break the potential armor break. I'm sorry, the armor breakaway. Waz looking in a bad spot here, literally only able to block one more thing. We all know how that chip damage from Cetrion just adds up. Of course, giving us shades of Aquaman from Injustice 1. I'm just kidding, she's not that broke. Big crushing blow here in the air. And, oh, this is Bijiga running away with it with a completely different character. You know, I'm not seeing the usual, you know, tight execution that I'm used to seeing from Waz. A lot of dropped combos, a lot of dropped opportunities.
Yeah, he's so good at these combos usually, but I mean, you know, it is good to remember that he did just come off of several wins from the losers bracket, all with different characters, so he might just not be in the correct headspace and hand space, I guess. I'm gonna make up that word. Or Sindel. Yeah. She's a very difficult character to execute well with in this variation, but you can see why he's picking it. You know, one trade, or really one like projectile interaction from full screen, and you can get so much damage. Okay, lands the fatal blow, not out of this yet, but this is going to be very hard to follow up from last breath territory. Oh, that's a lot of damage. The turns give Oki, it does give at least 4-4 Oki. Oh, but the wake up jump forward, wake up wall I think would have been a great option. And it would have also worked, but we're gonna see the what do the twins call it? Speed bagging? No, that's not right. That sounds worse than normal. Speed crouching?
Yeah, anticipating a potential switch over to Jacqui. If you're asking me, I would say no.
Okay, so I do have to say, okay, this is a different variation, and this is a variation that has the pole vault and the amplified nitro kick from the pole vault. On top of that, it has the air razor range. But the reason why we're going to see this variation is because I saw Waz practicing for a really long time for some reason. The ability to punish the vines on block from anywhere on screen with the run into amplified vault, and I think he wants to show that off right now, but we'll see it when we get there. And this is a very pressure heavy variation, so if he gets in, he can do a lot of work, but right now not looking like it's getting in.
I mean, hey, you try to get in on Cetrion. I mean, this character with the best backdash in the game, you know, projectiles for days, options for days, a tornado that just pushes you back. It is tough, man. It is tough, but hold on, that purple stuff going to be aiding her a little bit either way. And I love the switch up in mode here from Bijiga, able to kind of switch it up. As soon as that purple stuff's active, he's like, all right, I know what I got to do. No more zoning. I'm going in.
Yeah, and this is not looking like the pick is playing out like Waz wants. This is getting closer and closer and closer to... Oh, that's a big punish. Okay, so right as I said that, and he's going to go for the corner combo. Very nice one for the simple one. That is going to be the armor breaker. But yeah, that is a good start to try to make things back. Oh no, this is not a good start though. We get the full dash forward, going for the 4-2-3, which is slightly less damage than the standing 4, but wants as much corner carry as possible, so it is a very good strategy. Gets the escape failed by throwing back out of the corner, just says, I don't care, I'll take the damage.
Not too shabby at all. Tries to hit the nitro kick, but a big whiff right in front of Cetrion. Not a good idea here in this scenario. Top level play, 100%. Nitro kick to try to get that flawless block gap to expose itself, or the flawless block attempt to expose itself from Bijiga. Look at that. Look at the patience here, blocking these attempts and just teleporting. Again, you gotta wait your time to use your totally fair teleport to get you out of that bad scenario. The air ranks do get reversal punished here as Cetrion just summons the wall. And look at that disrespectful bag again. And we're one game away. One game away from breaking the streak. Waz, I know the streak means a lot to you.
Balanced with one top tier on either side, but hey, this is actually a really cool matchup to watch because they have so many good tools to be able to deal with each other. So you see, we see a little bit more of a rushdown game because, of course, they both have some of the best teleports in the game, like you said, completely fair teleports, and we see a lot of those crisscross Hell's Wraths just like that. It's a very weird mirror, and it's very easy to lose track of who is who.
Yeah, luckily we got two distinct costumes here, thanks to, again, some online play. No random costumes here. So these guys get to pick it here, leaving Bijiga in a standing position. Good teleport there to get the punish on the projectile attempt here. Trying to check Waz, maybe possibly not going for a block there. You know, sometimes you're afraid of the throw, or you're just trying to, hold north, or you backdash out of a bad spot. Hell's Wrath coming your way. Oh, Waz tries to give him a punish of his own thanks to that teleport, but just wasn't there in time. I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't believe I'm saying that teleport did not get there in time. But that's what happened.
Yeah, it's a different game when you're playing the Cetrion mirror. You start to realize how good all the tools are because they counter all the other tools that well, and that is a big 2-1-3. Gonna go for the immediate restand. I don't fully understand the idea of that combo, but whatever, it worked, and that was a lot of damage. And this is looking to be the correct pick, full honesty. But the big question is, even if Waz does close this out, who are we going to see Bijiga switch to? Will it be the Jacqui, and will that be more comfortable after this? But first, Waz has to win. I might have been counting out Bijiga a little bit too soon here. He's got the corner, and now he's got a broken jaw.
Oh, it is completely broken off the hinge, destroyed here. Good hit confirm into the vine grab, and we're gonna cash in as much as possible because Bijiga knows this could possibly be a final round here in this game. So hey, might as well get the damage wherever you can. Big solar beam at the end, pretty effective, and what a teleport here. I lost track of who teleported, but I want to say he teleported his teleport. And again,
I got really confused. Like, that fatal blow just ended, and it looked like suddenly there was just another fatal blow. I was very, very confused, but that's the...
Both players, the winner and the loser of the previous match, will be free to pick whatever character you want, but let's wait till we get there, because right now we're back to this top tier mirror here. Great options on both sides, and of course the loadout to kill all other loadouts for Cetrion. We got the Earthquake from full screen, the Tornado, and of course the Teleport. It just stops all types of zoning.
Yeah, and what more could you possibly need than those moves? The answer is really nothing, unless you were somehow able to fit Geyser in there, which would be just too much. But of course you can't, because, I mean, you technically could, but it does cross over with the Tornado. But pressure beginning. So once again, same costumes here. Waz is the one with the full white Cetrion, and the green Cetrion, kind of classic, is Bijiga. Nice teleport, but that could have been punished. And Bijiga's adding up a lot more damage this time. The life lead is gigantic in this matchup. You don't want to be the one who has to commit to the risky options. You just want to be able to chip away just like that. And this is one more hit away. The down four connects, the grab connects, and we're on tournament point Bijiga.
I love how he challenged with that stand one, knowing that Waz was going to try to attempt to go in there with a farther reaching normal, or just some kind of approach there, just stopping him completely in his tracks. And that was Waz looking for, whoa, the boulder counts as a projectile. The boulder counts as a projectile, and it got I'm sorry, not the boulder, the rising wall counted as a projectile.
And it blocked a wall. I did not know that was how that worked. I can't believe, with all of the Cetrion mirrors I've watched, and all of the Cetrion I've watched in general, I didn't know that the wall destroyed the wall.
I mean, you know, normally Rock ties with Rock, but I guess in this scenario, Rock beats slightly later Rock. Like, how? How?
That's how rock, paper, scissors works.
That's
You
it, man.
throw
I mean,
first, you win.
that's it. Yeah, MK11 is just all, it's just redefining the rock, paper, scissors aspect of a lot of mechanics here. As we're seeing here, the Rock, oh, what a shimmy. What a shimmy, what a shimmy here from Waz. That's gonna get him back in the game. No, never mind. Gets counter in here, gonna go for Fatal Blow. Lots of damage, but I don't think it's enough to seal the deal. I think Waz is gonna be able to walk away from this. The Solar Beam not being super effective in this scenario. But you gotta watch out. He's trying to bait him to do something.
Oh, that's a punish! That should be it! No, no punish! He had that, and now we're gonna jump on the other side. No full combo. There was a chance, but now there's Chip, and one more hit of Chip. You have to teleport. You have to do something here. The patience is incredible, but you need to find a hit in the down one from Bijiga, and this streak from Waz is done at 5. Is not going to find the 5, or so this is 6 streak. Is not going to find the 8th streak. Finally being dethroned in the Cetrion mirror. The Cetrion worked out a